So I eventually figured out what's going on. It was getting pretty frustrating, I can tell you. But let me show you what I did find. So here's my layout again. Go verify, extract as I was doing. Everything I had set up before was correct. So I'm going to run that. Generates the extracted view. I'll open up that view. Well, this is where it gets a little bit ridiculous. Let's take this A terminal again as an example. Go in there, click on that, query it, connectivity, it says nothing. No net. Still selected. I'm going to delete that. Look at that, there's another one underneath it. View it again, there's the A. I have no idea why the rule set is retaining that redundant piece of pin, but it is. It's annoying. By the way, if I type the E key, I can turn on my nets so I can see them. So now I can see all the different nets. So definitely there was a net there all along. That's how I discovered my misunderstanding. Okay, so I'm back on track. I have the extracted view, and I'm going to compare that to the schematic view actually. So the next tool I can run, let's go to my schematic. Actually, I do that from the extracted view. It's getting late, sorry. Verify LVS. So let's see if it filled everything in that I need. Create netlist from the schematic. That's all correct. And use the extracted view. That looks good. Rules file is empty. We're going to have to fill that in. So I'll go back here to this directory again, and if I look inside of it, I'll see there's a Diva LVS file as well. So copy that directory location and I'll put it here like that. Oops, don't want that one. Highlight that again. Wow, that's annoying. How come? Nothing's going right for me tonight. Copy. There we go. I guess everybody has days like that. There's a bunch of stuff in here that's sort of for more advanced users, a little tiny bit more advanced users. You might like to look up in the manual what these things do. That might help you out when you go to do the last part of this assignment. Okay, I'm going to run this. And yes, we'll save all of these modified cell views. I can check on the output as it's running. The LVS job has completed the netlist match. I can tell you, when you're doing custom layout and you finally see that message, you'll be so happy. So when you guys do this, you can read through it and see what's going. There are some warnings, I think. Yeah, you see, when I made terminal A in the layout, I've made it type input output. In the schematic, it's type input. Similar for terminal Y. So I should probably go back and fix that. Okay, that looks good. Another thing I'd like to show you is how to cross probe. Now to cross probe, I'll bring up the schematic. I need to make this a little bit smaller. This is pretty neat if it works. And my network is slow at home tonight, so everything is laggy. Okay. Verify probe from the extracted view. I get this this neat menu that pops up, and I can do things, for example, like add device. So I'll click on add device. It says add probe, point to device or enter name in the CIW. So let's add the PFET and see what happens. I clicked on the PFET, and the PFET should have been highlighted in the extracted view. I don't see it highlighted. Maybe it is. No, doesn't look highlighted to me. Let's try this again. Let's try adding a net instead. Add net A. Well, this is my mix-up. I don't know how many million times I've used this, and I think I do this every time. You see this probing method, single without parasitics? I should have changed that to cross probe matched. I'll click on that, say add device, click on that guy again, there you see it. So the PFET is highlighted. I could say add net, click on VSS, let's say, and you can see VSS became highlighted. This is really cool if you have a super large layout and you're trying to track down connections or certain nets or a certain device in the layout versus the schematic. Click on it, one or the other, and it'll show up in the corresponding one. So just to show you that, I can cross probe from the layout back to the schematic. Let's say I didn't know what this net was, so I can say add net, go here and click on it. I think I missed it. Add net. There we go. And it highlighted the Y net. So that was right. Remove all. And that's it. That's how you do layout and LVS.